brought me a shortcut today to get to his boat on time. We've been about half an hour in here. We've got a herd of cows on the way to his boat. I mean, for Pete's sake, there's a lorry stuck in the middle of the road. There's a fearful lady, 2 cars in front. We've been overtaken by a cow. Look at this. Ah,
it's just ridiculous, honestly.
We're on our way to the boat.
Right, we're away.
Oh, we're finally away.
We're away.
We're away.
That's 20 minutes squandered.
I know we've had this conversation before, but I've shown you filth on his boat before, and it's something I have to work on, like a nagging mother, frankly. But I hear and sense there's something actually rather untoward, so I'm about to try and find it so you can follow it with me as a process. Here he is looking guiltless. Look at him. You are guilty. What is going on?
You can have the points, but you're just out hunting and searching. You're like a troublemaker. Ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh! Oh! Pete's sake! That is running.
No, don't lift the butter up because it will run out.
What do you mean, don't lift the butter up?
It was bad to be liquid.
What do you mean, don't lift?
My wife left it in there a week ago.
Honestly, and now he passes the blame.
So Dave, you used to be in Gosport.
Oh, lovely place, Gosport.
But now you've succumbed to sunny Bewley, eh?
Yeah.
Join your old mate.
I've joined my old mate, but that wasn't the motivation. Joining.
What do you mean?
Joining a rather nice natural creation element in my sailing is part of what's prompted the move, particularly at my age. But it's had an extraordinary effect, a totally unexpected effect. So we've moved Cool Runnings just up here, as you're seeing, up river from where in Juna's berth. We're on a swinging mooring, and here's the unexpected. In fact, before I tell you, you ever guess when you're watching this, what do you think the unexpected event after 15 years of sailing, just moving to the Bewley and putting it on a mooring buoy, is?
His wife's enjoying it.
Oh, you got it. My wife's enjoying it, but not only is she enjoying it, first time in 15 years, 2 weeks ago, she woke me up at, well, not the first time she's woke me up at 5 a.m, but the first time she's woken me up at 5 a.m. to ask me to take her through how do you start an outboard engine and take the tender, and I'm looking nonplussed. But she and my eldest daughter 2 weeks ago, literally for the first time in 15 years, started the outboard engine, took the tender, and arrived on Cool Runnings to sunbathe for the day. We're about to catch them again, second time.
No such thing as a quick explanation with Dave. In about 2 weeks we're going to be mooring up against this wall, leaning against this wall here to change some, do some maintenance. Yeah, it's on my boat. I'm a little bit worried for fin keeler and all. Very slippery looking bottom. Going to Shalfleet then.
I have a package, I have to tell you. How long is it going to take?
It's only, well, it's 11:15. It's going to take a while.
Really this week.
We're off to Shalfleet, to a pub called the Newtown. It's got good reviews, this pub, you know. It's one of the best pubs on the island, they reckon. On the Isle of Wight.
When I looked this morning, it was 3.5 average.
Was it?
Maybe that is the best pub on the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
That's maybe as good as it gets. They do say that it holds real ales. That's what they do say.
Well, it's a pub, isn't it?
Yes, but they went to great lengths to explain how well they store their real ales. They're made
Well
some
kept,
point.
it said, didn't
Well
it?
kept.
Well kept.
I don't know how you keep.
It's a nice boat, Holly there. Lovely, isn't it? So anyway, Shalfleet is a little village near or close to Newtown Creek on the northwest side of the Isle of Wight. We'll anchor up in there, we'll grab the dinghy, 20 minutes in the dinghy, half an hour walk, maybe less, but it's actually about half a mile, that's all, 10 minutes walk.
Yeah,
so this is the fourth week of an extraordinary British summer, isn't it?
Yeah, now those of you watching this, take note, because all of us will remember the summer of 18. We're not going to get another summer like it, are we? You know, we've had, what, 2 or 3 weeks of sunshine now in England. And those of you who are watching from overseas, that's not just unusual, that verges on the miraculous. We're on the extraterrestrial input kind of spectrum, if you have 3 weeks of sun.
What are you on about?
I'm not sure, it's sunny.
So here's the plan. We'll exit Beaulieu River, set a course for 220 degrees for just 3 to 4 miles to Newtown Creek. Being aware of the shallows on our port side as we approach, we'll round the Cardinal Buoy and carefully follow the transit marks, which is a ball and a V shape sitting on top of posts. We'll enter through the narrow channel. We usually anchor on the east side of Newtown Creek, but today we're a little bit short on time, so we'll pick up a mooring buoy somewhere in Newtown River on the western side. We'll then take the dinghy downriver to the old quay in Shalfleet Lake. It dries between 1 and 2 metres. We shall be there with just over 2 metres and should have ample water. We'll then take a short walk to the new inn you can see at the end of this path.
What are you doing, Dave?
I'm just trying to keep us moving roughly in the ruddy direction.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to keep you moving because you run out of fuel, remember?
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put some more in then.
Yeah, why not?
Right, fueled up, off we go again.
Yeah.
So, where do we moor up?
I guess where those dinghies are just tied up to the ladder.
Yeah, that's what I reckon. Somebody else is there. That. Trying to get there before they stop serving food is going to be tight.
I'm so hungry. I hope you know where we're going, by the way.
Yeah, just down the end of this and we'll find it.
This is great. I love this.
Neutral.
It's a great view, Samphire or whatever that is over there. What a lovely place.
Shalfleet's a nice enough small village. Shalfleet actually means shallow stream. The pub itself was kind of okay and the food was just okay. Service was a little bit slow. The pub started life as a church house and in 1734 it was gutted by fire, so they rebuilt the church house as a pub, which is today's New Inn, so it's got a little bit of history behind it.
So this is the original fuel line coming in to a water separator, and then I've got a Y piece here which comes round to a second fuel filter down here, second fuel filter here, and both of these are isolated. This fuel filter is also isolated. So if I get a blockage in either of these, I can isolate it and use the other one. Isolate this, we use this one. It's saved us a few times, hasn't it? Because
It has saved us, yeah.
the trouble is, I filled up my fuel, and I left the fuel cap off, and then I hosed the boat down. I hosed the boat down with water. So I've had a bit of a diesel bug problem ever since. So anyway, it's a lot better, because if I get any problem, I've had a couple of times when I've had a problem, I just isolate one and open the other, and it immediately continues. So. The shock of having to pay.
It was a shock. Another 10 minutes earlier, we'd have been gone, you know, and not felt guilty.
Yeah.
You'd have been convinced National Trust was worth having.
Yeah. Just be aware, I think if you anchor here, it's free of charge. But if you take a mooring buoy, it's not. Cost us $12.50 for a lunch stop. Not cheap. But we thought we were going to get away with it. He caught us.
Yes, we did.
We anchored up. We sailed off of the buoy, but we forgot to radio it.
Yeah, because they'll never believe it. Should we go back in and pick it up on the buoy and show them?
Yeah.
No, save that for another day, eh? In the next few episodes, we're going to sail to Caldwell Bay, Tottenham Bay, Allen Bay and Freshwater Bay. We can tell you there is an outstanding restaurant in the first of those four. We're going to explore the rest and we'll let you know. But now, folks, I know we've had this conversation before, haven't we? But you can tell a lot about a man's character, can't you, by how well his boat is kept.
Talking about me down there. I don't know what he's saying, but I can hear him talking about me. I have no idea what it's about. He's moaning again. He's always moaning. Moan.
I have shown you a few things. How clean. And I have shown you a few things. I mean, I've been very careful not to dishonour my friend, but I've shown you a few things on deck that frankly were appalling, sort of thing that wouldn't be out of place in a scrapyard that have been there 3 years when it comes to his vang ropes and halyards and shrouds, you know, the kind of thing. So I'll let you make your own judgment about this. You just think this through yourself. So it's not bad, is it? It looks pretty clean, the sort of thing Mrs. Roberts would actually be quite pleased about. But I've already shown you the fridge. We've had to leave this open. He's now bagged up the stuff he left in there last time. But just have a look at this. Oh, pair of feet there. Let's have a look at this. I mean, not bad. He gets blue stuff in the loo sometimes, but I mean, look at this. Look, he brings his wife on this thing. Look at it. And then it's like, this is all. His navigation station is fantastic. All the gadgets, look, all the gear. But take a look in here. I mean, look. Just look. Look at it.
So you just heard him moaning about me in there. But I want to show you something that this perfect clean freak has done to my boat. Look. Oh, for crying out loud. Look. This is from earlier. This is where he opens a window, he lobs tea and coffee out. Look at the state of this. I take pride in my boat, and look, I bring him on board for one day